Well, the radar says the heavy stuff still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the New England Patriots. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. On the ground is Michel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Michel. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Minnesota.
Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Michelle, the ball carrier.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Good.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Tackled at the 20.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
3rd and 4.
Herbert now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McKenzie. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Michelle.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Patriots.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Patriots 3.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They start the drive with Cook. He finds an opening past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One-handed, love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, Coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more times.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? A 1st down throw for Cousins. Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Again, it's Cousins. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Herbert. To Michelle on the screen. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now left side on the swing pass. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. The 20, 10, 5. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he pick?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Patriots 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. He's going to... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for New England. And even 40 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
By the Vikings.
So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to...
Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
We got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Play fake. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. I'm coming, I'm coming. 58.
On first down, it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And it's second down.
2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Right there. I'm going to run you over. Patch it.
To throw again. Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Herbert throwing again. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots get a score closer. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they'd only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach? I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half, Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cook. And some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It's second and inches. At the 28.
From the gun, they run with Michelle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
Brings up second and a yard.
Here we go.
From the gun, Herbert. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
No gain on the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now a dump off here complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Herbert, quick pass out wide. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, Michelle, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. He's got the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of his end zone, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They run again on first down. Cook, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He was taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Cousins pass.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
It's 10.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run it again with Cook. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Brought down by
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Patriots' 28-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Herbert on first down now. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
To the air again, Herbert. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football. But any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too. But it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him. And this one was a long run.
Absolutely. They did all of that and more. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. The guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Anthony Harris.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 5-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Herbert now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
3rd and 6.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They run. Cook. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. He'll have another first down and more. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Cook, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But